Mic check, mic check. Um, Hello. This is my video essay on Papers, Please. Papers, Please is a simulator where the main character wins like a employment jackpot and becomes a customs inspector for the countries of Arstotzka. But yeah, I'm right on this game. I'm starting on day 6. This is one of my previous saves, and I'm starting it back up. This Day 6 is when they start getting the work passes, and a lot of stuff's going on. But first, I'll talk about the intended design experience for the player. It's really This game really tries to make the player what's the word for it? A customs inspector. So, and you either accept or deny the entry of people trying to go into or pass through Arstotzka, the country. I wanna see what comes up next to see if I can talk about it. But the I really enjoyed playing this game. It really hit the mark the way it intended of trying to make me feel like a customs inspector. I would like to talk about this one because this is the scene right here, because this is a good one for how this is a very good example of what this game does. So this lady is not she's one of the girls for the club or whatever, and she tells me as a customs inspector that there's a man in this line that might do bad things to her and try to stop him for her. And so I go ahead. Yeah, but we'll get back to this guy later. So he'll come in a moment. His name is Danny Lundum, the note that you just passed me. And this guy, Georgie is my man. This is like the third time he came back, but this time he actually has a passport, like a legit one. He doesn't have the rest of the papers, but he came back to me, and he came back, and I can tell that he's trying so hard, and his love for Arstotzka, I gave it to him, and he gave me some the coin from the country, and here he is, the guy that the the Danny or Dari Lundum, and I was able to make the arrest on him, which was really great since he was a human trafficker for the girls that go to the place. So here I'll talk about the winning conditions, I guess. So you have to you have to accept or deny people like fluently, because if you get stuck checking a single person, your pay will go down since you didn't really do an efficient job keeping the line moving. So you gotta really keep the line moving and get a higher pay, because it brings you down to the nightly expensive. As once I'll go over that later. But and the losing conditions, there are a couple of them that I ran into, such as like failing to pay the rent, becoming in debt, which is the same. This is what I mean, the same thing. Also, when enough of your family dies, so you don't have anyone to support, uh, they look for employees that has to take care of their family. They fire you, which is unfortunate, because when my son dies, it's already unfortunate, and then I lose my job because he died. But it's and but anyways, another one would be like getting 3 citations in a day will get you fired. Um, this Papers, Please definitely makes the player connect with each traveler that passes through. Now, not all the travelers impact me hard enough to let them through, like simple things such as an expired passport, because that's too bad. Like you gotta know your passport is coming through. Now, this is the nightly expensive thing. This is a mechanic in the game. Right now I just have enough money to pay my rent. My wife, my mother-in-law, son, uncle, they're all looking pretty bad right now, especially since the stay was cut short by the terrorists. Man, it sucks when people check out and, oh, look, human trafficking ring shut down. That's the guy that I caught, because it was cool that I kind of made it in the newspaper. It's a really nice thing. It makes me feel good. And I remember the word. It's the labor lottery. The inspector ran the neighbor lottery. Now, on this day, I started collisions must be searched, which is a new mechanic that got introduced after the terrorist attack. So it lets me X-ray them, and I get to check for any weapons or contraband. This guy has one. I'm gonna make him. I'm gonna point it out and deny him. But let's talk. Let's keep talking about the mechanics. Now, the discrepancy tool is like the main one. You gotta pick out 2 things that don't correlate with each other, and it detects a discrepancy, and then you get to confront the person about why is this wrong. Now, once you detect a discrepancy, there's the detain button and there's a search button so far that I have. The detain button, locks them up if they look like they're bad or whatnot, and the search button checks if they have any weapons or contraband. Now, some of the real obstacles and challenges of this game is like, I think it's organizing the paperwork on the table. Like, you start getting a lot of stuff here, and you got to make sure you check all of it, because if you don't, you're gonna get a citation, and that happens fast. Unfortunately, like 3 strikes, you're out, and then you have to restart the game or that day over. Keeping the line moving is another challenge. If nothing's moving, you won't have enough for your nightly expenses. But that brings us to the rewards. Keeping the line moving, extra cash for doing well, and there is the coins like my man Georgie gave me. He gave me that coin. He gave me one of those country coins specific to that country. But it was really nice of him. So, and at the in the night it shows your collected coins that you have. So I think that's a really cool thing. Mechanic of the game. Well, I wouldn't call it a mechanic. Well, because maybe a mechanic. Now at the beginning of the game, I didn't really care about for anyone in line since I know I had a family to take care of. So I just kind of did my thing, and then I started getting in trouble. But then after a few hours of playing, I started running into situations where I became concerned for the people and their predicaments. By the end of my playtime, I still kind of felt the same way, more or less, because I understood their situations. The game makes the players care about the decisions by being an important part of the rest of the NPC's lives. Like, crossing borders for people are very serious in immigration. And that this whole thing, it's make or break for them right now. And if I deny them, they could die at the end of day 7. But yeah, all the elements in the game were good enough to express the experience the game was aiming for. But yeah, glory to Arstotzka. I shall end it here. Thank you for listening to my Papers, Please game analysis.